Hey BBYO, I'm Caleb Johnson from Lone Star Region, and today I'm joined by the Zach King, a filmmaker and digital creator known for his incredible visual illusions and creative storytelling. Zach has built a global audience by making the impossible look real. Zach, welcome, and we're so honored to have you.
Thanks for having me. And Lone Star Region, I'm assuming this is Texas?
Yes, sir. So
cool.
Austin. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Excited to be here.
So you started out making videos with pretty simple tools before reaching millions of people. What pushed you to start creating in the first place?
Since I was a little kid, I made little claymations. I got the Spielberg Lego set that was like a stop motion, came with a little camera, you know what I'm talking about? It was so cool. And like that got me into it. So it's just finding these little creative things that started hinting at like filmmaking. But I started with stop motion, claymation, and then eventually saved up for a camera and started making movies with my younger sisters growing up. And I loved it ever since. And I kind of knew, not that it would be a job, because I didn't quite understand when I was young that it was a job.
Yeah.
But later towards high school, I realized like, oh, this is probably going to be my career if I can swing that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Your videos look effortless. I remember watching them all when I was like 8 and 9. I'd hop on YouTube every day and just be like, what's the new Zach King video?
That's awesome.
But they obviously take a lot of planning. What does the creative process look like for you? And do you usually start with the magic trick or the story you want to tell?
That's a great question. It's something that I wrestled with for years of like, do you start with a trick or do you start with a story? And as I got to know a bunch of musicians, I had a similar question for them. I was like, is it a melody or is it like the lyrics? And it's both, right? Like, one day you wake up and then when I'm writing, it'll be like a cool illusion. I'll see something driving and I'm like, oh, that's fun from this angle, it's this. And then you start with that mechanic. And then other times it's like, I'll be sitting at the DMV waiting for my license and it takes forever. And I'm like, oh, well, this is a funny story. Because a lot of people can relate to that annoyance of waiting in a long line, for days. So it starts both places. And then the beautiful part is how they merge. And you asked about our process, and we do like a Monday through Friday. Monday we come up with the concept, and then Tuesday through Thursday is prepping it. So we're building the sets, we're painting walls, we're figuring out the maybe a magic trick that we're gonna pull off, and then Friday's shooting it, and that's how it all comes together. And then we edit for a month after that for each video. It's a lot of work. It's the opposite of effortless.
Yeah, I'm sure. You've got one of the most viewed TikToks ever. Did that change how you think about posting, or do you still approach and create every video the same?
Yeah, we still approach. It didn't change anything besides it's just a crazy world Guinness record that we have posted in the studio wall. But other than that, no, they're all random. Like, you can't predict the success of them. We post them, we make them, and each one, sometimes we like internally at the studio guess, like, oh, this one's a banger, this is gonna do really well. And weirdly, like sometimes they won't. So it's random. It's how the audience receives them. And I think our job is just to make great work and put it out and just see where it goes from there.
This one I've really been wanting to ask. What's your biggest mistake you made early on as a creator that helped you get better? And what's a way you could help me avoid that as I potentially look on my career in this space?
Are you looking at doing some sort of
potentially? I don't know.
Creation?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. One of the things I would always get depressed after I hit post, because I would be like, oh no, I have to come up with another video. And like, one hand, I was really excited because that whole video took me weeks of work, maybe a month or two. And then I hit post and I was excited that the audience could see it. But then I was like bummed that I have to do it all over again. And I'm like, it's that feeling of like, I don't know what the next idea is. And so the thing I would encourage you guys with, and anyone at home that's watching this that wants to be a creator, it's knowing that if you can build a process around how you ideate, you'll be able to do that repetitively. Not that like your work becomes formulaic, but that your process does behind the scenes of how you produce it. Because then you can tweak that and just put new creative from the beginning of that pipeline.
Just create that flow.
Yeah. But know that when you hit post and you have that feeling, because I think everybody does, like once you have that pipeline, you'll feel reassured. Like good ideas will be able to be grown no matter what.
Yeah. Not every idea works the first time. How do you handle those failures or creative blocks?
Yeah, there's a lot of failures. I even showed a video today to some of the group here of like a failed video. And it was a concept where it was a reverse video. I thought it was cool because I could recreate pizza by like pulling it out of my mouth, but it was weird. And we have a lot of those failures. For us, the goal is like, we can't always predict what's going to fail, so just keep making stuff. For us, it's like 2 to 3 videos a week and just being really consistent with that. But failure is a big part of the process, and it's how do you like get up and keep rolling and shooting another video. So yeah, the hard part to protect yourself is like showing your friends your work, and if they're like, that sucks, that's like devastating. But
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I've been told that a million times, and then you'll get told like, oh no, this is great.
You
like,
spend so long making it, and then you're so excited to show somebody, and they're like, why'd you make that?
yeah.
And you're like, you missed the whole point of it. But you have to get up, and like creation is about continuing to make more stuff. So as long as you love the process of creating, like stick with it.
Awesome. Last question, but for teens who love storytelling, editing, or filmmaking, but don't know where to start, what is the one piece of advice you would give them?
I would say give yourself a deadline and go shoot a movie. Like a fun, whatever a movie is to you. Like could be 10 minutes, could be 2 minutes, could be a Vine, 6 seconds. And then the deadline is partly like a time, but it's also who. Mm-hmm. So who are you going to show it to? And I would set that before you make it. So it's like, even for myself, I made this like recreation of Star Wars, and I set a date that I'm going to go show my friends and family at a movie theater and go book it out, just so I know it'll be done by that date. And so that's how I'd recommend doing it.
I love that. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, BBYO. Zach, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your journey. Your creativity, patience, and imagination are truly inspiring to me and many others, and we are so grateful for the insight you've shared with our community.
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
This was great.